The following deck tech is brought to you by Dragon's Shield, the best sleeves in the business, and of course also thank you CARDMARKET. Check out the link in the description below if you wanna try out CARDMARKET for the first time in Europe. Buy yourself a booster or get some free singles. Just check it out in the description below how you can contact me. And now, tribal deck builders, it is time to get your Shaolin vibe on. Because it's monk time. Welcome everyone, it's tribal time again, and we're gonna build ourselves a monk deck. Let's go! And Narset, the Enlightened Exile, is our key card in the Jeskai colors. Creatures you control have prowess, and when this one attacks, exile target non-creature non-land card with mana value less than Narset's power from the graveyard, copy it and you may cast it for free, and this needs to be done in combination with the Monastery Mentor to get some prowess monks on the battlefield. Another synergistic card in this deck is Elsha of the Infinite. It also has prowess and you can play non-creature spells from the top of your library. And we will play a lot of non-creature spells in this deck. Now let's look at the creatures. First, let's have a look which monks we play. Abbot of Carol Keep, a 2 mana 2/1 with prowess that can exile the top card of your library and you may play it. Of course, we need to play 3 copies of the Monastery Swift Spear, a hard-hitting monk with haste and of course prowess. Third Path Iconoclast is a new monk that creates colorless soldiers when we cast non-creature spells. And the Monk of the Open Hand gets bigger each time we cast more than one spell every turn. Now, what else do we have? Of course, Monastery Mentor, a 2/2 for 3 mana with prowess, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you create a monk token with prowess. Ojutai Exemplars is also a great monk that has some prowess-like abilities. You can tap creature, gain lifelink and first strike. You can even exile it and return it to the battlefield under its owner's control, and it's a 4/4. Next up we have Seeker of the Way, 2 copies of this human warrior with prowess, and it also gains lifelink. Now in blue we play Shu Yung, the Silent Tempest. It's a 3/2 with prowess, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell you may pay 2 mana and then target creature gains double strike. A very powerful ability on this 3-drop, and this ability works very well with the next card, Elusive Spellfist, because this one can be unblockable when you play non-creature spells. So unblockable and double strike, that's nice. Now on to the multicolored monks. We already spoke about Narset Enlightened Exile. We also play 2 copies of the fast-hitting Mantis Rider because it's a monk and it's a very good 3-drop in the deck. And we also play 1 copy of Elsha of the Infinite. Enchantments are also non-creature spells, and Jeskai Ascendancy is not only great with non-creature spells, it also has some monk flavored art on the card. More monk flavored art with the Quiet Contemplation. With this one you can tap creatures opponents control and monks need to rally the ranks. This enchantment gives all monks +1/+1. Whirlwind of Thought is another Jeskai colored spell which is great in this deck filled with non-creature spells. We start our removal spells with the Jeskai Charm, a very flexible card. It could also act as a life linking combat trick, or you can do damage to the face. And more damage to the face can be dealt with the Lightning Helix. Now we need to draw some cards, and we can do that with the Brainstorm, a simple 1 mana draw 3 cards and put 2 on the top. Fateful Mending is great because you can play it twice with flashback, and that's great for your prowess abilities, and I also play a copy of Opt in the deck. Our Shaolin monks are known for their combat tricks, so let's look at a few cheap ones. Loran's Escape is the first one, giving your monk hexproof and indestructible. Flare of Fate does also something similar, because most of our monks are humans, and Shelter is just a great combat trick that draws you a card. Giving our monks unblockable is great, especially when you can do it twice with this Distortion Strike. And you can also have your monks leap through the air with maximum altitude. And this spell you can play twice with this Jumpstart ability. Another cheap one is the Lunar Frenzy. Trample, First Strike and +X+O is great in this deck. Now let's look at some multicolor spells. Angelfire Ignition, you can also play it twice, and it gives a lot of abilities to our monks. And we wouldn't be a monk deck without a Deflecting Palm. Next time a source of your choice would deal damage, you can prevent it, and it's deflected in the face of the source's controller. Now to finish off the deck, let's look at the lands we play in the Jeskai colors. Of course, we are going to play some basics, 5 of each color, and then some multicolor lands. We start with 2 Sulphur Falls, a Adarkar's Waste. We play a Prairie Stream, and then another Prairie Stream, and 1 Shivan Reef. Next up, a Cliff Top Retreat. We can make some humans for the late game with Castle Arden Vale, and the last one is the Battlefield Forge. So if you like tribal magic, do try out this monk deck for under $50 US. It's a lot of fun, and leave in the comments below which tribal deck you haven't seen on this channel. See you next time, and always keep it casual.